amount of money, but in a budget that's just been brought down, bringing down a $20 billion surplus, it's clear that this kind of amount is not something that's beyond the capacity of our society to organise and to distribute the burden of fairly. Is that a lot or a little? Well, one way of thinking about it is that economic growth is 2% per person per year. Taking the midpoint estimate, income was 2% lower in May 2007 than now. That means income's going to double between 2042. If we want to save the planet, we might have to wait till 2043. That's at a 2% rate, using the well-known rule of 70 that suggests at that rate doubling takes 35 years. So I think it's important for us to create a climate in which these necessary changes can be brought about. I think Australians in general have accepted the science of climate change. That debate, thankfully, is well and truly behind us now. There's also a readiness to take action, certainly in generic terms. 78% of people say they want to do something. Of course, the ratification of the Kyoto Protocol has been very widely welcomed. On the other hand, of course, there's a lot of contradictory and wishful thinking going on here. A lot of people both think we should be doing more about global warming, but also think that petrol is too expensive, and unfortunately we've seen both sides of politics playing to those contradictions recently. The more or less harmless fuel watch scheme, I guess, is one instance. The definitely harmful suggestion of cutting the fuel excise that came out of the opposition's response to the budget is another. So we need to make it clear that we can in fact achieve these goals in an economically sensible fashion, which doesn't produce ruinous reductions in living standards. So what I think we need is to get the kind of consensus we need for decisions which will be tough. There's going to be obviously tough decisions coming up about the extent to which electricity generators are protected from the costs of adjustment by so-called grandfathering, free allocation of emissions permits. There's going to be questions about who should be cushioned from the impacts of climate change and whether that can be done in ways that don't undermine policies of mitigation. I think in this context, the crucial thing to build that commitment is the need to show that there's a feasible path. Importantly, that's going to require both adaptation and mitigation. And so that's where I'd like to leave you with finally the statement I began with at the beginning, that adaptation and mitigation are both necessary. They're complements but not substitutes. We need simply to get past the whole false dichotomy of adaptation versus mitigation. Thank you.